Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is an Object 260. It's a Tier 10 Soviet premium heavy tank. I almost said premium medium there. And it's located on the westbourne of Paris under the command of Awppenheimer. When his gun's dropped, the game starts and... oh, he's in. Okay. Normally when your gun drops at the start like that, it's because you haven't loaded into the game yet. But no, I think it's because he was busy doing something else at the time. Well, he's headed off down to the heavy alley at the bridge. Object 260 is, well, it's a reward tank for the personal missions for the fourth and last of the first set. And he's taking it off to his favourite spot, which is behind this rubble, which also happened to be a spot, one of the few spots that Arty can actually hit the enemy. If they hide behind that rubble, yep, you can be on the receiving end of a few Arty rounds if the Arty up in the north is actually paying attention. I'll just point that out because I actually fired and hit quite a few enemy heavy tanks who hide behind this rubble. But it is a very good spot to snipe at the enemy if they decide to shoot from that position just a little further up in that street. No enemy tanks turned up yet. There's an Object 277 off to our right. Oh! First target. That looks like an IS-7. It is an IS-7. Only the tracks so far. Lower plates. Yes, thank you very much. Now, the gun. It's 122mm gun. And you can see he's loaded the heat rounds to make sure that he gets the pen. Unfortunately, that round didn't connect at all. And the alpha damage is 440. Oh, trying to tempt him to shoot there. And that one went through easily. 423, it's a low roll. That IS-7 is almost out the game. Two more shots, he's gone. And an E100 turns up. And look at the big wide lower plate on the E100. It's so vulnerable at that spot. Really vulnerable. But he's angled it. Even so, Oppenheimer's punching through. He's pulling out again. Narrow, but yep, it goes through. Almost exactly on the same spot he hit before, but not quite, just slightly below it. Not going to be able to get through the side armour at the top, all the skirts. He's decided he's not going to stick at this position. The enemy's actually very close to our cap. It's an IS-7 and a Batchat 25 ton. He's being threatened from behind. And that's an E3. Or was it an E3? No, I don't think it was an E3. I think my misidentified it there. It may have been an E5. Yep, it was an E5. Well, just got a shot into the T-62A from the turret. And, oh, there's a lot of enemy in our cap area. I think the guys in the north must have just sort of like folded straight away, so it's a recovery job now. He's firing as many as he can. These guys need to hold the rear from behind. There's only 6 tanks left on his team. Got an Object 140 threatening to come around the corner on the bridge. So many turrets to aim for. Well, that one went through the top of the IS-7. Nice bouncy turret on the Object 260. Somebody's in the cap. Trying to select which target to go for next. They keep presenting their weak spots and then running straight into cover again. That Sheridan, yep, bad move by him. He exposed his body just long enough. And there's the T-62, made the same mistake. Don't expose your hull, just the top of your turret, and then keep it moving. And that E5 did the right thing. He pulled back, just kept moving, didn't give a stationary cupola to go for. Gorilla, bad move by Gorilla. Took a round, could have done with that standard ammo there, but he doesn't want to interrupt his loading of the heat rounds because he needs those on the other tanks. So he's just got another round into the E5. Oh, he's taking rounds from this 50. Puts one into him, but he's through, and he's now pushing us on the side. We had to burn our repair kit. Puts one into the E50. E50's down. IS-7 saw to him, but it's allowed the other guys to get closer. This makes us more vulnerable because the gun depression's bad. Puts one into the lower plate of the IS-7 by driving forward, and bounced another round from the E5. Good going. Now the E5 is using that rep for cover, but still got one into him. Basically, it's just him and the IS-7 now holding out against the enemy. I think he's trying to look for ways that he can get through or around these guys and attack from a different angle. There's still 6 of the enemy going through the drive wheel. Well, just tracked him, and he's now using just standard APCR. Tried to go through that gap to hit the lower plate. Wasn't going to get through the upper plate. Yeah, he's going to have to abandon the E100. He just took a heat round from the E100. The IS-7's gone in to do the ram kill, and it failed. Oh, no, but that shot didn't, and that didn't either. Ouch. Game over. Well, it was a good try, but they were just outnumbered, and I think it's because the guys in the north folded and left Awppenheimer with just way too much to do. And here's the end of battle results. Well, it was the third class tanker for Awppenheimer in the Object 260. He got a fire for effect out of it, and he did get the high caliber because he did the most damage in that battle overall. His win rate for that game was 10,116. It's a huge amount, and he did do 7.2k of damage, but it was just too much. Too many enemy tanks to kill, and he just didn't have enough teammates around to help him. And here we can see the end of battle results, 7,269 hit points of damage. The high score on the enemy team was that E50M, who went balls deep and drove right in on a devil-may-care suicide run almost into the last remaining players on Awppenheimer's team. He did 4,098 hit points of damage, but he did get killed. And after that, the next high scorer was the Batchat 25 ton, who did survive the game, 3,621 to him. When it came to kills, it was Awppenheimer and the IS-7. Both got 3 kills apiece. The last 2 guys to stand out against the enemy until they were wiped out. And when it came to base XP, well, you can see here it's the IS-7 on the enemy team, their E50M and their Batchat who managed to do the best. Whereas Awppenheimer didn't do too badly, 636, which puts him, where is it, round about here on the winning team table. So he was doing a lot of damage, he was earning a lot of XP, but in the end it was just too much. 26 shots fired, 21 direct hits, 18 penetrations, damage of 7,269 hit points, of which 1,057 were up more than 300 meters. He received 9 hits, 4 of them were penetrations, 5 non-penetrations, and he blocked damage of 2,010 hit points. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did 69 defense points into the cap whilst the guys were capping. So they were just staying out in the open trying to shoot at him and allowed him to get some defense points. He was narrowly almost got a defender's medal actually out of that one by resetting the cap every time they were in there. On a premium count, he earned 82,721 credits from the game, got the Courageous Resistance Award for getting an epic medal in a losing game, so his total came to 89,019. But after all that heat rounds he fired during the game, he actually ended up with a deficit, a loss of 83,611 credits. Wow, that is an absolutely huge total. It really is a massive loss. But as I said before, he doesn't worry about the losses because he earns so many credits from clan wars and strongholds, so that easily is compensated by that. He got 2 bonds for the actual awards for the high caliber at tier 10 and 11 for the battle, so his take home was 13, but he also picked up 1,573 experience points as well. So sadly, unfortunately on this occasion, his teammates weren't up to the task, but Awppenheimer did his best all the same, and it ended up with a loss. But if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you're alerted as soon as a new video goes up. Thanks for watching.